Hello again, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. You guys requested to get the F4 Renew, which contains a little bit of graphene on the test panel. That is exactly what we're going to do today. We have a panel this time that is a little bit troubled. The clear is a little bit troubled compared to the near perfect clear coat we applied it to in the first video. So we're going to masking tape an area off, and we're going to use that for our test area. Let's get a couple gloss meter readings first. And an average as a whole will be 86.4. Another thing that I'm interested in is I want to know the depth of the clear coat before we start. We are going to do a little bit of correcting because it's pad dependent. Depending on the imperfection, you pick the pad as to what you want to get done on the clear coat, and then it lays down that protection. So how much are we changing the clear coat? Are we shaving a lot off? Are we adding to it with that thin layer of graphene? Let's find out. And the average as a whole, 7.9 mils. Let's get the application started. We're going to use the G6 Griot's Garage Machine, not very aggressive, a short throw on it. We're going to apply the Eurofiber 50/50 pad, put a couple dots of the F4 Renew on there, and we'll do a crisscross pattern up and down, then left and right. We'll take our time, and we'll see how we can perfect the panel and lay down perfection. At the end of the video, then we're also going to see how much was corrected, how much was filled. That will do it. Let me put the polisher down, grab you guys, bring you in a little bit closer so you can have an idea what this looks like. Removal's easy. You could work it for a long period of time, no dusting whatsoever. That's all there is to it, so let me remove the masking tape and we'll see if we made a difference whatsoever in that little test area. And as you can see here, it made an impressive improvement. Something to keep in mind, the test panel is beat, and there are imperfections throughout the panel that are through the clear coat. So I'll point some of them out, but yeah, a nice big turnaround. All right, cure time. Cure time is still unclear to me exactly, so we're going to let it sit and cure overnight till the next day, just like SiO2. So the next day we come back in and we're going to do some more measurements. We're going to see the type of boost that it gives in gloss and how it turned around this little test panel area. So that jumped up to a 98.6 gloss units, just as impressive on this panel as it was on the car we applied it to in the first video. Let's do the paint depth gauge measurement as well. Okay, that turned out to be a slight drop, barely measurable, so that's awesome. I mean, a great turnaround with hardly any clear coat shaved off. Now, for the fun part, we're going to drag the panel outside and beat it up. And I'm going to go through a gamut of different chemicals and expose the graphene to all the way up and down the pH scale, from acidic to highly alkaline, and that will cover everything because chemical resistance is huge, in my opinion. Our cars are being chemically bombarded daily. From rain in my area is 4.7 on the pH scale. Then you have bird droppings and bug splatter, and tree fallout is very acidic, all the way up to alkaline chemicals from cleaners, and also running your car through the car wash. And there are just endless amounts of chemicals in between that range that hit your car that are on the roadways when it rains, like transmission fluid, power steering fluid, antifreeze, diesel fuel, gasoline, all mixed together, plus runoff from the side of the road that gets culminates into a mess that gathers in puddles and splashes up in your car when it rains. So your car is bombarded with chemicals daily. Chemical resistance is huge. And then we could talk about the brine that they treat the roads with in the wintertime, the salt and the brines and the cinders, but that's another conversation for another day. Just keep in mind, this formula here has a low concentration of graphene. It's not refined yet, in my opinion. I think the technology has a little bit to go yet. So how this does today, I'm going to guess maybe go through the first round or two. That would be my guess, just with the concentration and not knowing the product at all. If it gets past that, I will be impressed. The beating at the beginning was very good. I do have Purple Power Vehicle and Boat and a little bit of CarPro in the bucket there to wash in between to make sure there's no residue. But I'm going to go all the way up and down the pH scale when I introduce it to these chemicals. So I'll shut up now and let the footage roll. Okay, so the resistance far exceeded my expectations. You saw what finally killed it off after rounds and rounds of abuse. So yeah, very good. And when they have this finally refined and in higher concentrations in some of our protectants for our cars, trucks, and motorcycles, it'll be great. So I get to show you here the combination of correction and fillers that the product has, this one here. And I would say 75%, 25%. Correction to fillers. So that'll do it for this video. If you like the content, like, subscribe, share it, hit that notification bell. That'll let you know when we have new content.